I spend way too much money on 4Ks and Blu-rays this month. Let's talk about them. Excuse me one moment. What's up everyone, Red Eye Reviews here with another episode of Physical Therapy for you, this time for the month of July. I'm so behind. If you're unfamiliar with the channel or the series, Physical Therapy is a monthly series in which I go over all of the 4Ks, Blu-rays, and even DVDs that I might pick up in a given month, and I talk about them. Are the movies worth a damn? Is the 4K better than the Blu-ray? Things like that. Physical media stuff. And I call it physical therapy because I believe it's therapeutic to talk about our physical media addictions. Even though I don't see it as an addiction, I see it as film preservation. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I picked up in the month of July is one of the best films of 2025 so far, and that is Sinners on 4K from Warner Brothers.
No. I think I shot myself.
So I did a review on this channel for this movie, and spoiler alert, I really loved it. So yeah, watch that review. I won't talk much about this because, again, review, but I was very happy that Warner Brothers did put on the original IMAX aspect ratio. So you do get a big jump in clarity and detail. The aspect ratio does shift in the movie between the normal aspect ratio and the taller, wider IMAX aspect ratio, so if that's going to bother you, heads up. If you love something like that, like I do, get this on 4K. I wouldn't even recommend the Blu-ray because this looks amazing on 4K. It's got Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so whole package right here. The cool thing is though, is I don't think I'm going to be buying this again anytime soon, so sorry Warner, you're not going to get me. Well, they could do like a black and white version or an extended version or... So anyway, Sinners, one of my favorite movies of 2025. It's a vampire movie with Michael B. Jordan playing dual roles. The IMAX aspect ratio really does lend itself to this disc, and this is like the best way to watch this. Don't watch it on HBO Max. Buy the 4K, support the movie more, and get better quality.
You act now, I even let you finish that bottle in your hand.
Next up, I have some remnants from the Barnes & Noble Criterion Sale from July. I missed it already, but it'll be here before you know it again in November, so there you go. I picked up one film on one solo trip. It was actually my second trip to Barnes & Noble, and that is The Killing on Blu-ray. So this is one of Stanley Kubrick's earlier films. It's not one of his 8 or 9 most recognizable films, but it's an early one. It's in black and white. It's about a heist that goes down involving a racetrack. And you know, this is something that put a lot of influence out there for heist movies and just gangster films in general. So it's very influential. I mean, it's Stanley Kubrick. You can't go wrong with him there, so... I do know that there is a 4K available of this from Kino, and I know it's a little pricey as of this video, but I decided I'd go with the Criterion. This was only 20 bucks. It's a Blu-ray, yeah, but you know, what are you gonna do? It also contains one of Stanley Kubrick's other movies, Killer's Kiss, on here, so that was also a big selling point for me. Kino also released a 4K of that. I got them both right here. This is a really good movie, but it's not something I desperately need to own in 4K. So if you're on a budget and you want to check this out, instead of paying double for the 4K, pay 20 bucks and get the Blu-ray. Next up, we have a Bye-bye.
Good screaming, everybody.
And that is Devil Times 5 on Blu-ray. This is also something that has been released on 4K. I believe it's Vinegar Syndrome. They recently released this. This goes under a couple different names. They're escaping me right now. Basically, this movie is about a group of kids who end up picking off adults in a mansion or something. I don't know. I don't know much about this movie. I'm not even going to show a clip, but this has been highly recommended to me by friends, and I believe Quentin Tarantino said a couple good words about this. So, you know, there you go. That right there is enough for me to at least want to check it out. This was really, really cheap. Again, same scenario as The Killing. I didn't feel like I needed that, so I ended up spending 12 or 13 bucks and picked up the Blu-ray. I really don't have much to say about this because I don't know much about it, but this is a Code Red release. You can find it on eBay. I don't really know how much you're going to pay for it, but when I got it back in July, it was about 12 bucks. For a BB, the price is right.
The price is right!
Next up, we have a Sean Baker film newly released to Criterion Blu-ray only, and so of course I picked it up. Takeout on Blu-ray from Criterion.
现在你今天晚上得给我生800块出来，要不然欠奖金欠钱就2倍。
1个小时，可以的啦。
So this is something I hadn't seen up until recently. Knowing that this had hit Criterion and this was a Sean Baker movie I hadn't seen, I looked into it, saw it on YouTube. It's available there for free if you want to watch it. This is a movie about a Chinese immigrant in New York earning money working for a takeout delivery service, and he owes some money to somebody, so one of his coworkers lets him take his shift delivering deliveries. And it's basically a slice of life movie. It's pretty damn entertaining, to be honest. I found myself mesmerized by this. I wasn't too sure of it going into it, but like within 20 minutes I was hooked. So check it out. Again, only available on Blu-ray. That's okay. I don't really think something like this needs a 4K. I'm noticing a theme here in this. We start off with Sinners, which is like the pinnacle of 4K, and then we just go into Blu-ray, Blu-ray, Blu-ray. This didn't get a 4K, so that's okay. So anyway, if you're looking to complete your Sean Baker collection, Criterion's got you covered. This was only 20 bucks during the sale. Can't go wrong. In that same trip to Barnes & Noble Criterion Collection sale, I picked up Raging Bull on 4K. Raging Bull is one of my favorite Scorsese movies. It's one of my favorite movies. It's about Jake LaMotta, famous real-life boxer, and his trials and tribulations, and it's kind of a rise and fall story. The performances and the directing in this are fucking perfect. Pitch perfect. It's in black and white, so if that's going to turn you off, I mean, it shouldn't. Like, you should be watching black and white movies. But it was an artistic choice by Scorsese to do this in black and white. I think it lends itself to the movie really well. I think if this were in color, maybe it might not have had the same impact, but then again, maybe we would never know. So anyway, this was a 4K that I picked up that I've been wanting to get because it was one of Criterion's first 4Ks and I slept on it. I haven't had a chance to check this one out, but it's Criterion. I hear it's a big upgrade from the original Blu-ray. I think there's a couple of different Blu-rays, but I hear this is a large step up. So, I mean, it's Criterion, baby. What are you gonna do? Raging Bull, 10 out of 10 film. Love it with all my heart. Amazing. If you haven't seen it, go now, watch it. My last Criterion of the month didn't come from Barnes & Noble. It came from Amazon.
Let's get him, fellas.
But there's a reason. It was 13 bucks, little man. Put that shit in my hand. The 4K of Sorcerer from Criterion. So this is also a blind buy. But It was a pricing error at Amazon and they honored it. It was 13 bucks. I couldn't pass this up. I know nothing about this movie other than it's kind of a man on a mission movie. It has nothing to do with horror. It has nothing to do with sorcery or wizards or anything. In the jungle, dogs of war, you know, apocalypse now kind of thing. So again, I have not seen this, so I don't know much about this. I have not checked out this release yet, but I really want to, and I think this is the way to do it because why not? It's 4K, it's Criterion, and it only cost me 13 bucks.
Oh, good for you.
Next up, we have a movie that I found really cheap from our good friends at Rasputin Music and Movies, and that is Signs on 4K with the slip. So this was used at Rasputin Music and Movies, and it was pretty cheap. It was like 15 bucks.
15 bucks, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh. My jungle love, yeah. Oh, we, I think I wanna know ya, yeah. What?
And I know that a brand new copy of this goes for double that, maybe more, so it was a no-brainer to pick this up. There's also a little bit of a lull at that store too because I was striking out, just not really finding anything. So came in, saw just this, and was happy to at least get this. Signs is pretty damn great. It's M. Night Shyamalan's movie about crop circles, actually involving aliens. It's got Joaquin Phoenix and the great Mel Gibson.
Stop him!
And you know, it's pretty solid, you know, and it's also got that scene that screwed with a lot of kids' heads.
Move, children.
Stop him!
So I have not had a chance to check this out. I have been very, very busy, so I would love to check this out, but knowing that the old Blu-ray is very, very old, it's probably crusty and not that great looking, this is probably a step up. Unfortunately, the bad thing about it coming used was it didn't come with a digital copy, so whatever, whoop-de-whoop. We're here for physical media, baby. That's what matters. So this is something I'm glad I did not pick up on Blu-ray. You know, when they announced this, I think a year ago, I was pretty happy to finally get it on 4K along with Sixth Sense, but man, they were priced so damn high, it just turned me off and I just stayed away. And thankfully I stumbled upon this at a used store and got it for half the price. But yeah, Signs, definitely worth an upgrade, even if I really don't know what it looks like. Next up, we have a neat little action flick that I got it on Amazon for pretty cheap, and that is The Italian Job on 4K from Paramount. This was on Amazon really cheap for about 15 bucks.
15 bucks, little man.
This is an upgrade for me because I know that the US version on Blu-ray is very, very crappy. It's crusty as hell. It is bad on all fronts. Audio, video, bad. I didn't even have that edition on Blu-ray. I actually had, get this, the Italian version of The Italian Job. No shit. So when I found this on 4K on Amazon, relatively cheap, I decided it was worth an upgrade because I really enjoy that movie and you know, you gotta have it on 4K. It does come with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so big selling points there. Something I feel like I'm not gonna have to ever buy again. It's not one of my favorite films of all time by a long shot, but it's definitely entertaining and fun. It's got a pretty great stacked cast: Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, Donald Sutherland, rest in peace, Edward Norton. The Italian Job is a nice little remake of the old 60s version with Michael Caine, and worth an upgrade on 4K because I did have time to check this out. And it does look and sound amazing. The Dolby Vision and the Dolby Atmos really do lend themselves well to this disc. It's worth an upgrade if you have any of the DVDs or Blu-rays. Highly recommended.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, sweetheart.
And I'm going to just tell you right now, this next title was 15 bucks.
15 bucks, little.
Furiosa, a Mad Max story on 4K.
Die Figur ist die Figur.
So initially I was not very thrilled about the idea of this movie. I really like my Mad Max movie to have Mad Max. I actually think that Mad Max Fury Road is a great Mad Max movie. It's not about Charlize Theron, she is the side character. People have said, oh, it's all about Furiosa. No, it's a Mad Max movie. I just wish it was starring Mel Gibson properly.
Stop him!
Tom Hardy's fine in the role, whatever. But you can't always get what you want, I guess. Anyway, going back to this, I wasn't too thrilled about the idea of this basically being about a side character in a Mad Max movie, so I watched it on HBO Max.
Oh, okay. I see what you did
While
there.
it was pretty damn long, and you know, I would probably cut like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes out of this, it was damn entertaining, and I kind of just turned my brain off and watched the pretty colors and action and Chris Hemsworth being a fucking insane person in this movie. The only reason I got this was because it was so cheap, and I figure it's going to be about this price, maybe a little less come Black Friday. Us physical media people don't have much hope in Black Fridays anymore because Best Buy is now gone, but this would have been $10 in the old Best Buy Black Friday days. But this is a brand new movie. It's got your Dolby Vision. I believe it's got an Atmos soundtrack. It's gonna kick your stereo system's ass. You gotta crank it up. You really have to watch all these Mad Max movies as loud as possible in the best picture and audio quality possible. I decided to grab this. Why not? Next up, I have a kind of a controversial title, and that's only really controversial to me because when I first saw this movie, I really didn't care for it at all, but it's since grown on me, and that is Nosferatu on 4K. I still hold this as one of Robert Eggers' lesser movies. I mean, it's kind of easy to do that when he's got such other bangers like The Witch and The Lighthouse. I like those movies better than I like this, but I still enjoy this. I just really, I think, had a big problem with Lily Rose Depp's performance in this. You know, I like that she was channeling the woman from Possession. That's fine. But to me, what really got to me, and I didn't do a review on this movie for many different reasons, but what I wanted to say in that review was what I had a problem with mostly was that every time you see her in this movie, she's crying, she's frothing at the mouth, she's, you know, being possessed.
Oh, that's enough! Don't you think we should never have married? We're already dead! And he's coming.
Yield before this ancient talisman!
Promise to me!
Promise San Asmodee, impart your speech unto me!
Throw them out.
It got old because every scene she was in, she was doing that. And it was like, I'd see her in another scene where she was talking to people on the street or something. And I thought, oh, great, here she comes again. And she's going to start doing shit in the middle of the street. It really wore thin on me. I think you could have cut a lot of that out. But the rest of the movie's fine. It's shot really well. Nicholas Hoult is great in it. Bill Skarsgård is great in it as the title character. Everyone's great in this movie, I think, except Lily Rose Depp. Sorry, Lily Rose, but this was not a good performance from you in my mind, and it really brought the movie down in my opinion. Of course, I've not had a chance to check this out on 4K yet, as I've only seen it on streaming, but it's a newer movie. It's got Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. You're probably not going to be disappointed, and plus there's no other versions of this to get except like the Blu-ray and the DVD, but why do that? You have the 4K. This was really cheap, and I wasn't going to pay a lot of money for this because of how I felt about it, so I'm glad I got this cheap. But if you really love this film, I recommend the 4K. Again, because it's better than the Blu-ray and the DVD, on principle. Next up, we have a 4K upgrade from Blu-ray, and that is one of my favorite movies, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978, on 4K, from Arrow. So yeah, I had a couple of the old Blu-rays back in the day. I had the MGM Blu-ray, then the Shout Factory Blu-ray. Then the choice really came down to the Kino 4K or Arrow 4K. And I gotta say, Arrow gets the edge every time in my book. Their track record's a lot better than Kino's has been lately. And you know, I heard the Kino's 4K had some issues with it. I think it was the macro blocking or something like that, but basically I just stayed away from that and waited for a better option. I'm glad I waited. Arrow put out this 4K. I imported it from eBay. There you go. So I've had a chance to preview this, not to watch the entire thing, but so far I can say this is an upgrade from your Blu-rays. It looks damn fine in my opinion. There is film grain here, and if that bothers you, then stay away from this release and go buy the old Blu-ray. I really wanted to never have to buy this film again as well, and so far I think I found the winner here. So if you're on the fence about getting that Kino 4K, I say go import this from eBay. Hey, hey. Next up, I have a 90s classic on 4K from Paramount. A 90s favorite of mine, Clueless on 4K.
As if.
Yes, I'm secure in my manhood enough to buy this, to watch it, and to tell all you folks on the internet that I enjoy watching this movie.
He's gay!
Basically the complete 90s movie package, in my opinion. It should be on every 90s fan's shelf. And directed by the great Amy Heckerling, who did movies like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This belongs right up there in the pantheon of high school movies that are great. This is also the movie that gave us the late great Brittany Murphy.
Rolling with homie. Oh, hi. I'm sorry.
As for this 4K, I have not had a chance to check it out.
You always say that, the same thing every time.
But that old Blu-ray was pretty crusty. I hear good things about this. Dolby Vision. So yeah, Clueless. Definitely worth picking up on 4K if you're a 90s fan. Or just a fan of good comedies.
Miss Stoger, my plastic surgeon doesn't want me doing any activity where balls fly at my nose. Well, there goes your social life.
Whew. 12 titles down, 12 to go. 24 titles this month. We are halfway through.
Oh my God!
But I'm speeding through them this time, so there you go. Also, don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to the channel. You're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I have a couple of out-of-print titles at the very end. I don't do this on purpose. For some reason, I just pick up some of the most rare titles near the end of a given month. But this time, I have a really, really rare, super out-of-print title. Goes for hundreds of dollars on eBay. Very, very rare and hard to find. Stick around.
Stick around.
Next up, I have a couple of pickups from Rasputin Music and Movies. Waiting on Blu-ray. So this is a neat little comedy that I saw a long time ago on Amazon. I saw it even a longer time ago on DVD. Haven't seen it in a while. It was great to revisit it. It's okay. It's a serviceable comedy in my mind. It shows its age. It's from the early 2000s. It's got Ryan Reynolds starring in it. It's definitely pre-cell phone. That's okay. That's the way I like it. So Waiting is basically about a bunch of kids who work at a restaurant, kind of like an Applebee's. And while they're not talking about putting on flair and stuff, they're talking about things like wiping your ass on the food you give to an annoying customer, which is why you should always be nice to anyone who prepares your food. Say please and thank you and be very nice to them. No, don't yell at them if your order's wrong. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here.
You know, we should probably feel guilty, but she broke the cardinal rule. Don't balk with people that handle your food.
One little tip I will give you.
That's what she said?
Is that when you're looking for used Lionsgate movies that are older like this, sometimes they've repressed them somewhat recently. And you're going to want to look right here on the back where the special features are. If this box is white, then that means you have a newer pressing and it's probably not going to have disc rot. If you have silver like this on the back of your Lionsgate Blu-ray, it's an older title, and so it might have that disc rot. It might not, but a lot of those older Lionsgate discs did have disc rot. So basically I waited for Waiting to come into Rasputin used with that white box in the back because I didn't want to take the chance of having some disc rot. The other title I picked up from the good old Raz was The Dead Zone on 4K from Shout Factory. So this is another title that I found used and it was basically half off. So again, 15 bucks.
Little man, put that shit in my
This
head.
is a really great 80s movie, underlooked. It's got Christopher Walken in the starring role, directed by David Cronenberg, not to be confused with the TV show starring Anthony Michael Hall. This movie, I think, stands on its own, and it's about a man played by Walken who gets in a car accident and he survives, but after he recovers, he starts to see the future when he touches people. More importantly, their death or their fate of some kind. So it's all bad. So basically he goes around touching people and he can see that they're gonna die soon, and he tries to save them.
Amy is my daughter's name.
Your daughter's screaming. The house is burning. Your daughter's in the house. It's not too late.
It's not really horror, it's more of like psychic thriller, but it's David Cronenberg, it's very Canadian, it's very Christopher Walken, it's very 80s. Oh yeah, and it's based off a Stephen King novel, so there you go there. This is an upgrade for me because of course I had that old Shout Factory Blu-ray and I loved it to death. I watched that movie a lot, and this knocks that out of the park. It's got that Dolby Vision, which again, every 4K should have. But Dead Zone is definitely one of my favorite horror hidden gems, and it would have been stupid of me to not pick this up at half price, so there you go. Next up, we have a cult title on Blu-ray from Shout Factory, and it's an older one, but it checks out. Hell Night on Blu-ray. So Hell Night is an 80s horror film that stars Linda Blair post-Exorcist, and basically she's applying to a sorority, and part of the sorority and the fraternity's initiation is that they have to spend the night in a haunted house, and you know, it's spooky, and oh, they play pranks on them, but then of course pranks are real and there's real murders and you know, all that stuff. So anyway, it seems like a pretty generic 80s horror slasher. However, the characters are pretty damn likable, and there's some unconventional things that happen in this movie, and they don't play by the normal slasher rules. This movie came recommended from Quentin Tarantino, who talked about it at length at a screening of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood back in 2019 that I went to. But Hell Night on Blu-ray is definitely worth picking up. I hear the DVD from Anchor Bay is actually the way to go for this one because the audio is original and there's something with audio in this. I'm not too worried about it. This isn't one of my favorite movies by a long shot. This isn't, you know, one of my favorite horror movies of the 80s by far. So I'm not too worried about that. I am worried about them releasing the 4K. Now that I bought this and took one for the team, I'm pretty sure a 4K will be announced tomorrow. But for my 20 bucks, Hell Night was worth it on Blu-ray. Pretty damn good movie. Pretty solid. Next up, we have a superhero movie on 4K. Now, it's The Suicide Squad on 4K from Warner. So this is something I saw on HBO Max a long time ago, waited for it to drop, then I kind of forgot about it, stopped caring about superhero movies. I mean, I still really don't now, but I remembered this. I saw it for really, really cheap. I think it was 10 bucks or under 10 bucks on Amazon. Had to pick it up. No brainer. This is a lot better than the other Suicide Squad that was put out by DC a few years before this. I mean, I think everyone knows that. There's nothing else I can say about this that hasn't been said. What are you gonna do? Next up, we have an upgrade of one of my favorite films of all time. And this old Blu-ray was super crusty. It looked like shit. So getting this on 4K was a big no-brainer. Scent of a Woman on 4K from Shout Factory. So this is the movie that got Al Pacino the Best Actor Oscar, and it was very well deserved. He plays the blind Frank Slade, and Chris O'Donnell is a college kid who is on scholarship who agrees to take care of Al Pacino over the Thanksgiving weekend. But Al Pacino has better ideas. He decides to take Chris O'Donnell on a little romp through New York City and experiencing some of life's finer things. Great food, fast cars,
Women.
which is kind of funny because if people knew some of the stuff about... No, this movie's completely fine. There's no reason to cancel this movie whatsoever. Basically, this is a drama through and through to its core. It's basically Oscar bait from the early 90s. I'm a sap for that kind of stuff when it's done right, and this one's done right. Al Pacino totally deserves that Oscar, award-winning performance. The movie itself, pretty damn good, pretty interesting. The Shout Factory Blu-ray, major upgrade over that old crusty Universal Blu-ray. And that thing was old and crusty. So, again, no-brainer. I guess I should have said you don't have to be blind to notice the difference between the old Blu-ray and the new 4K. Next up, I have a hidden gem Jackie Chan flick that doesn't get talked about a lot, but I really liked it. Dragons Forever on 4K from 88 Films. So this is out of print. It came originally with a huge box that, I don't really care for, but I was able to get this off of eBay for a pretty good price considering it's out of print and considering it didn't come with the outer box, which is fine by me because I hate those huge boxes. Basically, I have not seen this in a long time. I haven't even had a chance to check this out on 4K yet, but
Here we go
I
again.
do remember loving it quite a bit. Jackie Chan, what can I say? It's just another classic in the great pantheon of Jackie Chan films. So I'm just going to say very little about it. I really can't tell you much about it. I have not had a chance to check it out. I am sorry, but this is pretty hard to find. I recommend checking it out on streaming or Blu-ray first before you go trying to find it on 4K or Blu-ray. 88 Films did also release a Blu-ray of this. So yeah, Dragons Forever. Pretty good Jackie Chan movie. Check it out. Next up, I have a 80s cult classic on 4K from the late great Larry Cohen, and that is The Stuff on 4K from Arrow. So this was a limited edition, but it's still pretty available as of this recording. It was about $25 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. It's Arrow, it's The Stuff. Arrow released The Stuff on Blu-ray, I think it was about 10 years ago, maybe it's 2009, I don't know. But doing a comparison between that and this wins hands down. Looks, sounds much better. Everything has been updated. That old Blu-ray, while serviceable, this is a very big upgrade. I also have an unboxing of this on the channel. It's in shorts form, so I'm sorry about that in advance, but highly recommend this movie. It's basically about things like consumerism, things like food, weight loss, weight gain, and how addictions can turn you into a frothing at the mouth lunatic. The Stuff, it's basically like yogurt. It's white.
Stop him!
And it comes in a little pink tub and people love it and they get hooked on it. So The Stuff on 4K. Highly recommended. Looks a lot better than that old damn Blu-ray. Worth your money. Get it now. I don't know if this is going to be sold out or not, but get it now just in case. Just to be sure. It's Arrow, baby.
Makes you hungry for more. Enough is never enough. The Stuff. Taste that delivers. Enough is never enough.
Next up, we have a Star Wars property from Disney that I bought on physical media. What could it be? Well, it's the season 1 of The Mandalorian. Now, before you get all mad, I actually like this first season. The second one's kind of alright too. It's got its moments. But for me, my money, the first season was really where it's at. This is something that was on Disney Plus, and we thought we were never going to get on physical media, but lo and behold, Disney decided to release all of their TV shows in this great steelbook packaging that makes the price so much more expensive and makes it so much easier to damage this. And oh god damn it. So yeah, The Mandalorian, it's on Disney Plus, I know, but I've canceled Disney Plus because fuck Disney Plus. And I like this season, so I'm going to get it on physical media so that I can watch it without subscribing to Disney Plus ever again. So get it on physical media, save yourself a subscription, save yourself 20, 30 bucks a month.
Fuck you!
Next up, we have a cult classic in every sense of the word, but this one's from the 90s, and it's really a true hidden gem. You've probably never even heard of this movie until now, well, recently, because this came out from Kino on 4K. Curdled. Curdled is a 90-minute feature film based on a short student film that Quentin Tarantino saw a long time ago and decided to give these guys money so they can make a bigger feature. And Quentin's only stipulation for them when they make this movie was to keep the original actress that they had from the original student film. And that actress was Angela Jones, who's also in Pulp Fiction as well.
I want to know what it feels like to kill a man.
Basically, Angela Jones plays a murderino, if you know what I'm talking about. She's very interested in things like murder and death and gore, so she goes to work for this company that cleans up after murders. While she's doing that, there's this killer running around Miami called the Blue Blood Killer, and he's picking off all the affluent women of Miami, and she's very interested in him and wants to know more, and so she wants to go on some of these jobs when all the other women in the company don't want to because they're so gruesome. Yeah, I think I've said way too much, but I hope it's enough to get you interested in this, because this is a really, really neat little hidden gem film. I saw it a long time ago, back in the 90s when it came out on VHS, when Quentin released it under his Rolling Thunder Pictures banner. And I was really surprised that this was announced and released by Kino, because it's so much of a hidden gem that I never thought we'd get anything other than the old Miramax DVD, and man, that thing was showing its age. This looks and sounds a lot better. I'm so glad to get this. This was a pre-order day one. I was there with bells for this one. I watched it. It checks out. It keeps all of the special features from that old DVD release, even the Quentin Tarantino intro and outro before and after the film. However, you have to watch it in one go round with the film. It's like a play all kind of thing. You can't just pick the outro or the intro individually. That's kind of a minor issue, but hey, I'll live with it. Everything else is on here, like I said, all the special features, major upgrade in picture and sound. Curdled. Highly, highly recommended.
Somewhere in the city, a serial murderer is about to strike again.
Tonight, we profiled the reign of terror of Miami's Blue Blood Killer.
But there's one woman in town.
You had a job like this before? No. You're not a gorehound, are you?
Who knows more about the killer than anyone else.
You can see exactly how it happened. Scrub.
And this is one mess she can't clean up so easily.
There's a name by the body. You?
Yes, it's a dangerous place for a little girl.
Curdled.
All right, we are down the line here, folks. We got a couple of titles here to go. Don't forget, I got that one I promised you at the very end that is super, super out of print and hard to find. You're going to want to stick around for that. But until then, we have Hard Rain on Blu-ray from Paramount. So this is out of print. It's not going for a whole lot of money, but it's about the $20 range, but it's an old catalog title, so that's pretty high. It's not the best movie. It's not the worst movie. It's kind of a Western. And, I'd never seen it until recently, and that's what got me to go look for it and buy it. It's basically about a town that floods during a big rainstorm, and Christian Slater is a Brinks security guard truck, and Morgan Freeman and some other guys are there to rob said truck. And it's really good little hidden gem movie. I remember it coming out in the 90s and kind of not thinking much of it because it just seemed like run-of-the-mill action movie. Ooh, now those are some of the best movies to look back on. So I look on this with a fond heart because I really paid no mind to it for about 25 years, and now here I am, and it's pretty damn good. So Hard Rain, while it may look generic, it's actually not that bad. It's worth 20 bucks or under. If it were much more, I would have been a little more conflicted about purchasing this because, like I said, it's not Shakespeare, but it's also not the worst thing. It's not as bad as I thought it was 25 years ago either. Definitely worth picking up.
They're looters, Phil. All right? They come in here and steal from an armored truck in our town. They're looters.
Now, I don't know if this next title was kind of harder to find on the internet because Adam Sandler came out with Happy Gilmore 2 around this time, but this is also about the $20 range online for a Blu-ray. The Waterboy. I know this isn't out of print, but it felt like this was going there, and you know, I figured better safe than sorry, and I picked this up in the same trip as Hard Rain from Rasputin Music and Movies. And so this was something I never had on Blu-ray, and I decided to grab it because it was about $7, and you know, safeguard that physical media, people. This is one of Adam Sandler's last good movies, I'd say, in my opinion. He really kind of stopped after Mr. Deeds, I think. This is still in the pantheon of good Adam Sandler movies. It's just a little bit on the lower side for me, mostly because it's a little more sillier.
No! No what?
What am I saying? I love Little Nicky more than this, and that movie is silly. That movie's just downright snuffle up, I guess.
You guys froze the fire gate, and now Dad is dying. So get your boaty back home, alright?
He gives that high-quality H2O to all of the football players from the sidelines. Then he's thrust into the game and becomes a great player. It's a silly movie. It's pretty dumb, but you know, getting harder to find. It's a comedy, might as well. It was also put out by Touchstone Pictures, which is basically Disney, so they're not re-releasing this anytime soon. And if they do, it's probably going to be a $60 steelbook, and I won't buy it for that price. But $7 for this, worth it.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's main event.
All right, everybody. We have the most out-of-print, hard-to-find, most expensive title in my entire collection. Even more so than Dutch, which I paid $100 for a few months ago. So I've seen this Blu-ray on eBay for $200, $300, and most recently, $80. And that's a new low for this title. And that is Dolomite Is My Name on Blu-ray. Dolomite Is My Name is a biopic put out by Netflix starring Eddie Murphy as Rudy Ray Moore as he puts together his first movie, Dolomite, which became a cult classic that we all know and love. I love it.
I got your boy hanging. You no business born insecure junkyard motherfucker!
So this movie is all about him making Dolomite, basically. So the story with Dolomite Is My Name is that it was never released on physical media. Of course, it was a Netflix movie. And I saw it and I really, really loved it. I thought Eddie Murphy gave a great performance. I love Rudy Ray Moore. I love Dolomite. Hey, where can you go wrong? Well, you can go wrong by not releasing it on physical media, Netflix. But they did release screeners on Blu-ray and DVD. The Blu-ray is a good quality 1080p copy of the movie, but it's also a lot harder to find. It's a lot more rare. The DVDs that look just like this, the same packaging and everything, a lot more easier to find. They range from about $20. For some reason, the Blu-rays are a lot harder to find, so therefore they cost a lot more. Like I said, in the $200 range. I have been watching eBay for a long time, watching these come in, come out, what they go for, all of that. One day I got lucky and someone put this up, and I think it was either a mistake or they didn't know what they had, but they put the Blu-ray up and I got it for $20.
Bitch, are you for real?
20. But no, I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. This is for me. I want to watch this movie because I like this movie. So yeah, the cool thing about this is that it's a screener, and normally you would think that they would have some sort of a watermark every so often or throughout the entire movie. No, this has none of that. It's clean. It looks and sounds just like it would on Netflix. In fact, it's better than Netflix because Netflix, it looks and sounds like shit. Does anyone else have to turn up their volume on Netflix? Because for me, it's very, very low compared to everything else. It even says that it's watermarked. Look at that. So yeah, I can highly recommend this movie. If you have Netflix, check it out, give it a watch, and then go try and find a physical copy of it. Good luck. There is actually someone selling bootlegs of this. It's a really nice package. I know someone who has one and it looks and sounds great. It has some nice packaging. It even has menus. So if you don't want to pay a whole lot of money or wait to get lucky on this one like I did, go pick that one up. It's about 30 bucks. But I can't tell you where to get it. You have to find it on your own. But I have no problem showing you what it looks like.
That's what she said. Oh, no, not that. Just come on, you guys, let's do it.
So yeah, Dolomite is my name. Hell of a good movie. Eddie Murphy's comeback movie, and it didn't really make a big enough splash as I think he wanted it to, or I would have liked it to. It's still a damn good movie and a great biopic of the late great Rudy Ray Moore. I got a copy of every movie on physical media Netflix. What are you gonna do about it? Whew! Wow, what a month. 24 titles. A lot of great titles in there, but my favorite especially is Dolomite is my name.
Well, obviously...
What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to the channel, and keep those eyes red, baby. See ya.
Bullshit!
Oh, no.
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
I just felt like running.
It's a nightmare!
There's only 2 syllables in this whole wide world worth hearing. Pussy.